All right. Welcome to How to Use Texting to Drive More Sales. My name is David Anderson. Again, wanted to thank Isaiah and Mike for a great production here today, and of course, all the support staff that's putting all this together. Again, I am the founder and CEO here at LionDesk. LionDesk is at the core is a CRM product, which has lead generation, lead distribution, lead nurturing, which we're going to talk about a little bit today with the texting, video, emails, automations, transaction management. We have the ability for you guys to generate your own leads using Facebook inside of our product as well. But what I want to talk about is the reason why you're here today, which is, of course, the texting. So a lot of people look at texting products or look at CRMs, right, as a great way to log your notes, stay in contact with your clients, make sure that you have all of your details about that particular transaction. What many are not doing is perhaps the most effective way of communicating with your leads, which is texting. 9 out of 10 people, and these are clients, prefer to text compared with any other form of communication, right? And so you know that you're texting all day. Like, I was with a friend of mine who was an agent. They're texting back and forth with the other agent, right? They're texting the client. None of those texts were being logged into CRM, but they can and they should be. And so we all know there's rules around texting. There's regulations that you have to follow, but it's simple and it's going to save you not just a lot of time, but a lot of clients as well, okay? And so the evolution of it is obviously pretty straightforward. Most of the CRMs and systems that are out there today that you're using, and maybe you're not even using one, maybe you got just Gmail or Outlook, right? And you're emailing your clients, and it's great. But it's been here since the 90s, right? I mean, we all remember how excited we were, right, on the email side, but things changed. And now the only emails that I get are going to be transactional or junk. Should you stop emailing? No, you should not, right? It should be part of your mix, but it's also become a very noisy form of communication that your clients are getting, especially those new leads that are coming through, okay? And so if I look at, and I'm sure if you look at today, unread emails versus unread text messages, how many of one do you have versus the other, okay? I look at my email box. I think the last time I checked, I had 5,000 unread emails. And you pick and choose, right? But there's still a lot of stuff you have to go through. Texting, 1, maybe from yesterday, right? And so when we talk about texting, there's a number of things that are really easy to do for yourself, for your business, but it's also going to get you a ton of conversions. So video, which I'm going to talk about today, and AI is something else I'm going to talk about today, right? So efficiencies and not just sitting on your phone or sitting on the computer and texting all day. Statistically, 98% open rate. Everybody opens them, right? Most texts are read within the first 10 seconds. What does that mean? That means that when you get a new lead in, if you're not texting that client back immediately or within a minute or so, the chances of them actually getting that follow-up is going to drop down dramatically. Number 3, everyone's using it. Even my grandma, she texts. Everybody knows that. Response rates are more than 10 times greater than email. And these response rates, by the way, are conversions. We're looking at, from our data that we have, anywhere up to 70% response rate from a client when you're utilizing texting versus any other form of communication. Now, that response rate doesn't mean you're going to close them. That just means that you're going to get in contact with them with a yes, I'm interested, a no, I'm not, go away, or a maybe, which is really what you want, right? You want to get those maybes and turn them into yeses. You want to get those no's and continue to follow up with them over time. And so if you think about the conversion life cycle, right? What we have is the ability, I'm trying to click on the slide here, there we go, to have more conversations via texting. And I say this all the time. Everybody always asks me, as a CRM company, we get leads from everywhere. We get leads from Zillow. We get leads from Facebook. We get leads from, every other website that's out there. Okay. And everyone's like, well, where should I get my leads? What are the best leads that are out there? And I continue to say, by just looking at the data, that we don't have a lead problem in this industry. We have a follow-up and nurture problem. And texting can fix that, or at least it can be a good solution to that. My sister is an agent. She's been an agent for 20 years. I can see what her database looks like. I can see that for her and for a lot of other people, there's dead leads. 80% of the leads that we get, that I see, are only getting a single contact. And I talk to our other friendly competitors in the CRM business as well, and they see the same thing. And so the question that I ask myself, and I'm asking everybody else, why would you spend another dollar generating a new lead if you've only sent a couple of messages to the lead that came in a week ago or even a month ago, right? If you think of the life cycle of the sales flow, right? Imagine yourself, if you can, sitting in the stands, right? And watching a parade, the good old days when we used to go outside and hang out. And in that parade, you have a lot of the people, and I'm going to call them clients, right, that have not gotten to you yet. Those are the people that you're supposed to be nurturing right now. And then as they walk slowly towards you and they're right in front of the stands, those are your buyers or your sellers. Those are the people that are going to transact with you. If you haven't done your job following up with that group of people before they got to you, you've missed out. They're with someone else. They sold to someone else. They've bought with someone else. It's your neighbor who just has that open house sign in his yard, and it's not you, okay? And so then once they are past you, they're gone. They've already made the transaction. It's not going to happen for another few years. That's the importance of nurturing and following up. And it may sound like a lot of work, but in reality, if you have the systems that are automated by using something like LionDesk, you can easily set these things up for yourself for success, right? And make sure that you're following up with them over the course of a year even, okay? With texting and video. So who should you be texting right now? It's a very simple flow, your SOI. This is your sphere of influence. These are the people that you should be communicating with. Your past customers, of course, you should be communicating with them. And obviously the new leads, okay? So if you write these three groups down, if you have your database and you're looking at who is in my database that fits in these three buckets, that's step number one, categorizing the clients that you're going to be communicating with and that you need to talk to today. What should you say to a past customer? I'll go into some examples, but an easy one is, hey, it's been a while since we chatted. How's everything going? Or it's been a year since you moved in, or it's been a month since you moved in. It's really simple to do that. And you can do it bulk, right? So you can have this automation and personalization. If you're going to be talking to your new leads, the most important thing on a new lead is to get to that client and get to that client quickly. Don't dilly-dally. Don't wait until tonight to respond to that new lead, because guess what? They've submitted a lead on somebody else's website to talk to another agent. We see it all the time. You would be surprised and probably shocked at how many clients that are in your database are also in somebody else's database in your same neighborhood. My guess is you probably have 10 to 20, maybe 30% of your clients that are actively talking to another agent right now who is in your database that you have not communicated with. And think of all that business that you're losing or that you could be gaining by just simply putting in a couple of simple steps, right? So how often should we text? I get this question all the time. It's really straightforward. SOI, 12 times a year. Past customers, 3 to 6. New leads, 16 times. That sounds like a lot, but think of this. More deals are lost because of lack of follow-up than overly persistent follow-up. I'm going to say that again. More deals are lost because of lack of follow-up compared to overly persistent follow-up. There is nothing wrong at all with being persistent. each and every one of us is in sales. We all run our own businesses. I'm the CEO of my company. You're the CEO of your individual business as well. The only way you're going to get more leads or get more sales is by following up with persistence. And you can do it in a really easy way to where I can send a text message to my new lead today. Hey, Randy, it's David. Just got your new lead. Just got your request off my website. When are you looking to move? Okay. Ask questions that elicit a response and not a no. Sometimes you can't avoid it, but the best types of questions are going to give you an answer and not a yes or a no. You want to guide these people down the path with your questions, right? Your clients, because then you want to turn that no into a maybe into a yes. And that's all you're trying to do is get that appointment. Okay. What to say. And by the way, guys, if you have any questions, as I'm here, go ahead and ask the questions. I think we've got Randy, someone else on my team who's going to be helping fielding some of them, and then we'll get to some of them at the end as well. So getting back to it, what to say. Here's some examples. I'm going to sit on this page for just a second so you can take a screenshot. It's really, really straightforward, right? Here's a direct message. Hey, first name. Again, you can create inside of LionDesk templates. Now, you don't have to type this out all the time. You don't want to be spending 5 minutes typing out a text message every single time, or an email for that matter. Save a template, reuse it. Create a video, reuse it. So the first one, interest rates are all-time lows. Now's a good time to refi if you're a lender. We deal with a lot of lenders. We know that this is a seller's market, guys. It's hot, right? Like, this is incredible. You need to be reaching out to your clients because of the activity that's happening in the market right now. The second one is a video. Inside of LionDesk, you have the ability with your phone, with the LionDesk app or on the desktop, to create a video of yourself. That's a huge differentiator. That is going to make a difference in your conversions. Hey, Randy, I got your request. I want to introduce myself. When are you looking to move? David. And then that same video gets sent out. 10, 15 seconds. Doesn't matter if they watch the whole thing. It's all about the perception and the differentiation that you're going to be bringing to yourself, to your clients. Holiday messages are easy. This one is really simple to put together. And I've got an example. We have a client, her name is Chelsea. She has been a client of LionDesk for 5 years. I have never met her. I've never communicated with her. I know exactly who she is. I know the name of her brokerage, it's Rodeo Realty. The only reason I know this is because every single holiday for the last 5 years, I've gotten a message from Chelsea. She's never once tried to push me into anything. She's never once tried to pitch me anything, but in her market, which she's not in my market, if anybody asks me who to use, I'm going to say Chelsea from Rodeo Realty, because of the fact that she has been consistent with her messaging. It's Merry Christmas. It's Happy Valentine's Day. It's Happy Halloween, and clockwork. Every single time I'm getting these text messages from her, and it's built her name and it's built her brand in my mind, and I've never met her. So it's easy to do. She probably set this thing up on a recurring message inside of LionDesk. It just happens every year. That's all it is. So getting these things in is going to be the next step for you guys. After you categorize your clients, right? Then you're going to put some templates together and you're going to try it. Here's some other things that you guys can consider. Keep it short, be real, include a CTA, and make it fun, okay? Don't have a long message in there with an email signature. Okay, this is not email. I've seen it. It's spammy. Nobody likes it. All you want to do is say, I'm checking in. Any vacation plans? Okay, that's going to elicit a response. Can't believe it's been a year since you moved in. You can insert dynamically the address inside of LionDesk. Okay, that could be a custom field, which means you can send this message to 10, 15, 20 people at a time. And it's really simple. It's really straightforward. Include a call to action, right? Do you have time next week? Maybe they do, maybe they don't, but that's fine. At least you're getting a response. And then emojis, guys, are going to be really easy to use. People like them. It shows that you're personal, right? You're not a robot. And we're going to talk about how the AI uses some emojis as well here in a minute or two. But it's really simple to do these types of things. and then set them up, and you don't have to like recreate it. One of the cool things that I've seen before is we had a client who created an open house follow-up, text follow-up, right? That went to the client and just asked for like, you know, hey, what did you think about it? And that's all he wanted to do was get that response by just asking, what did you think? Okay, it wasn't a yes or no. Are you ready to buy? You know, do you want to see another house? Little things like that, guys, are going to increase our communication, because we know psychologically that the more communication that we have with a potential client, the higher probability of us getting that client. And that's all we're trying to do here, is build a rapport and increase our communication. And texting is, again, a great way to do that, okay? SMS types, we've got personalized, one-to-one. Obviously, those are the back and forth, right? You've got a conversation, you're doing it. Bulk text. Let's assume you've got a list of old leads. You haven't reached out to them in a few weeks. You want to text 20 or 30 at a time. Select all. Hey, how's it going? I haven't heard from you in a little while. How's everything going? Send it. Put them in your drip campaigns, right? This is where you're going to have a text message. You're going to have a video. You're going to have a call task. You're going to have an email. You're going to have a task to follow up. Maybe you're going to have a drop by, right? Build these things out. And by the way, inside of LionDesk, we have about 1,000 campaigns that you can download that other agents have created for free for you to download. AI is huge. I'm going to hit on that in a little bit. Video is gigantic. Text to sell, everybody's seen it, right? Text sold to this number. Text 1, 2, 3, 4 to this number. You can put those on your sign writers. We have agents across the country who have their LionDesk phone number on their sign writer. And so anybody that calls or texts that phone automatically gets routed, and a new contact is created if it's not in their database. Autoresponders, right? That's going to do the same thing on the text to sell. And of course, use images, right? Be creative. It's very simple. Everybody's using text. I know you guys are using it all day long. Now is just when you need to leverage that ability inside of the system. So let's talk real quick about video. Okay, video is one of the easiest things that you can do. Doesn't matter really, guys, like, you know, don't make this professional, right? You know, it's all about getting something out there. Statistically, 90% of all content consumed is going to be video in 2021, right? According to Facebook. Number 2, down at the bottom, separates you from crowd. I went over this earlier on those new leads that you're getting, whether or not you're getting from Zillow or your website or a referral. Create a video for every different type of lead source that you have. Facebook, Zillow, Realtor.com. Maybe it's a referral program, right? 10 seconds. Hey, David, I just got your request off of Facebook. Boom, that's one. And another one. Hey, I just got your request off of Zillow. That's another one. When those leads are coming in, that particular video is going to be sent out specifically. And so again, that's automation, but personalization, right? Video is the quickest way to build trust. They're seeing your face. They see you talk. They can see your office. They can see if it's snowing outside that you're local, right? And then of course, people remember faces, and then people remember more when they see and hear. And that's part of it, right? You need to hit them on what they're looking at on their phone, what they're looking at into your face. And these are one of those things, and you can leverage this in video email as well. But make sure that when you're doing it, short, quick, easy, simple, right? Here's the difference. Texting with video, texting without video. Our texting inside of LionDesk is unique to the marketplace, right? Everybody else has a link where it says, hey, I have this new listing, if that'd be perfect for you, or hey, thanks for your request, click on this link. That's going to go to another page. Nobody likes doing that. It's incredibly spammy. In fact, the providers are trimming out more and more of those short links. Our video that you create inside of LionDesk is an actual video, as if you recorded it on your phone and sent it over iMessage, right? They just push the play button and then it starts playing, and that's it. It's as simple as that. You can create these things in a matter of seconds and try it. And it's highly effective, again, because there's no risk for the person on the other end. And even if they don't click it, they're seeing you, right? So there's a huge value to that. And quickly, the next is AI, artificial intelligence. Obviously, it's a buzzword in the industry. How does it work with LionDesk? right? We call it Lead Assist. It's your AI-powered ISA, okay? It's gonna have real conversations with new leads via text message. Everything that it asks, those answers that comes back, beds, baths, time frame, why they're moving, right? That's all going to be added inside of LionDesk and custom fields so that you can search them later. It will follow up 36 times in 12 months for unresponsive leads. Are you going to do that? Imagine you get 10 leads a week. Over the course of 4 weeks, you're going to get 40 leads. That's going to be over 132 follow-ups. Are you going to be able to text just those 40 leads over the course of a year? I doubt it, right? This is how we're getting these 70% response rates, guys. This is how we're getting so many people that are closing more deals, making more appointments, all right? And you can see these conversations in real time. They're going to come across your phone on the app. You can see Lead Assist texting the client back and forth, asking when are they looking to move. We had a conversation, or we saw a conversation a couple months ago where the client was saying, it's not really me, I'm actually helping my sister move, she's getting divorced. And typical, computers, right, would say like, oh, great. But Lead Assist said, I'm sorry to hear that. We're going to make this process as easy as possible for you, right? And so it recognizes the sentiment as well. It also recognizes if they're a veteran, so thank you for your service. And so there's a lot of things that we put into this to help make it look like it's a real ISA, make it look like, they're there to help them. And of course, the goal is obviously to increase conversions, and we're learning all the time with all the conversations that we're having, right? Another quick example here, without LionDesk, hey, I'm interested in 12 Main Street, you're busy, right? Or it's the evening time and you're having dinner, or it's a Saturday and you're showing homes, or it's a Sunday and it's you're at your kid's soccer match, right? I've got a couple of kids, and you can't be on your phone all the time, even though, we should, but we can't, and so let the computer do what it does best. Have it follow up with your clients so that you don't have to always be on call, because you shouldn't be, trying to figure out how to market and figure out how to run your books and have time with the family and then have conversations. So let computers do what it can do best, guys. Save yourself the time, leverage the automation. And with one of those is Lead Assist, which is the texting. And we've just got a couple more. Folks? Yep.
Just a quick reminder, the session ends at 10:42, so we just have a couple minutes to wrap up.
Yeah,
just wanted to give you a heads up.
One more page, man. This is it.
Thanks, David.
Bulk. Yep. This is it, the bulk texting, right? I mentioned this before. Of course, you got to follow all the TCPA regulations. This is a quick animated GIF. You select your list, you create the text, you send the mass text out. And again, it's personalized. So it's real simple to do inside of LionDesk. And that's it. Just do it, guys, right? If everyone here sent 20 to 50% more text in 2021, I guarantee you're going to connect with more people. You're going to have more connections. You're going to have more appointments. You're going to have more sellers and buyers. And in the end, you're going to have more money in your pocket. For more information, you guys, I know we've got a couple questions, or if you do, liondesk.com/summit. Here's everything we do at LionDesk. And again, we've got great partnerships with both Isaiah and Michael over at Club Wealth. That's it. I know I kind of rushed through it. We had a little bit of time left over, but other than that, if you guys have any questions, let me know. I'm not sure I can see them, but if there are any, type them in. Otherwise, if you have anything else, just go to liondesk.com. We have live chat on there as well. And to reach me personally is just david@liondesk.com. And that is all. So are there any questions coming through? Or should we call it a wrap? I think that's a wrap. All good. Okay, oh, here we go. Is it possible to change the text from the SMS? I'm not sure I understand your question, Cynthia, but everything is configurable. And correct, yeah. You don't want a link, right? So everything that goes to your client in text message should not be a link. Even when you send an image or a video, it will not be a link. That's just how it defaults with LionDesk. We don't send out videos with links. That's just a default inside of LionDesk, so you don't need to change that. Any other questions, guys? Awesome. I appreciate it. If you don't have LionDesk, can you change that? Not that I'm aware of. If you're creating a video, I think you can probably do it individually if you don't have LionDesk, but I don't know if there's another program inside of the real estate industry that does video texting like we do. I think we're unique in that area. And correct, BombBomb does do the link. We don't. That's the difference. We also have video email just like BombBomb. Great program as well, but our video emails are included in all of our subscriptions that start at $25 a month for LionDesk. Great. Okay, guys, thank you. I hope you have a great rest of the day. Enjoy the summit. And again, if you have any questions, david@liondesk.com. Otherwise, liondesk.com/summit. Have a great day and enjoy. Thanks.